everyone, it's Yenitza Munoz here on Green Talk by Green Care Solutions on KCAA, NBC Radio, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Roku TV, and basically we are on all podcast platforms. We are really excited to have actor and comedian Kel Mitchell on the show today. You guys can already see him on the screen right now, but before we start, we're going to go through quick details.
So I am Shantel Jackson, and here on Green Talk, it's a pop culture and educational cannabis show. We are not doctors, but Green Care Solutions has doctors for you. Call GCS for any of your Green Care Solution needs at 951-609-4071. We are a 13-time award-winning company featured in Forbes, Yahoo Finance, and more. Go to greencaresolutions.com or greentalknews.com for more information.
Yes, and we also have a special feature today. We have the author, Hazel Ortega. Now, her book is fantastic. It's amazing. Her book is called From Bounce Checks to Private Jets, and we're featuring her because she has a lot to talk about. I know you're a man of faith too, Kel, so she's a woman of faith, so it's going to be a great combo that we're going to have. So let's start the show. So you've had an amazing career. I applaud you for that. We were just talking about how we used to watch you growing up, you know, on Nickelodeon and Disney. You've been on so many shows, and
Yes.
I mean, you keep going, you keep working. You've been on All That. You've been on the show Kenan and Kel, Good Burger, Dancing with the Stars, and so much more. And it's just amazing. So I applaud you for that. But out of all those projects, what has been like your ultimate favorite?
Ooh, that's a hard question. I couldn't pick a favorite because I love the journey of it all. You know what I mean? I got started as a teenager, and I just feel like it's just I love entertainment and I love the arts, and I feel like every project has its memories from it. So it's just the entire journey that I just love altogether. Along with that journey, you know, because I've made my mistakes too as well, you know, being in this entertainment business. And it's really learning, you know, you're adulting, you figuring it all out. And I feel like there's no failures, there's just lessons. So as you go through it, you learn, and then you go, okay, cool. You know, and, you know, with my faith, that's what's got me through a lot. And now I use it as testimonies to help others. So, yeah, it's just been, it's been awesome. And I'm very humbled that people still enjoy the work from back then in the work right now. Yeah.
With being a child star and growing up in that light, the limelight, and having these big shows and projects behind you, how was that growing up? Like, were you able to enjoy your childhood?
Yeah, I mean, I always say like I wasn't a child star because I got on when it was time to like get a job. So you know what I mean?
How old were you when
I
you
got
started?
on there. I was a sophomore in high school when I got my first like TV gig.
Okay.
And before that, I had already been doing like, you know, jobs in Chicago. So yeah, it felt like that. But at the same time, I still was a teenager. And so it was a learning process. And I always say this, like mental health is such a big thing just because of the fact that as a child star, it comes at you very quickly. You know what I mean? So it's a thing of you have to navigate, you know, if someone likes you for you or they like you for your character or who you play on television. And I executive produce the reboot of All That now, the show that I got started on. And I remember meeting the kids for the first time. I seen their audition tapes. The Lord had told me, like, when you walk in, tell them something that you wish somebody told you in the beginning. And so I went up there and I told them, I said, know that you were great when you were knitted in the womb. Know that you were great before this show. The show is not the thing that's making you great. And because a lot of kids like get that mixed up where they think that the character is them, and this is just like one step of your long career in your journey. This is just a chapter in your story. So separate the character from who you really are and get a good sense of self of who you are, because you're not your character. Yeah. And so that was just like something I want to tell them. And then ever since then, you see them just shining because they get it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, that's so touching. I mean, I get it too. And the way you say it too, you can tell that it's coming genuine from like experience because you lived that life, and being a teenager with such a busy schedule. You're going to school on set, traveling. It's
Yeah.
not the normal teenage life where you go to school from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. But I love that you're speaking so much truth, because you were also mentioning in your book, Hazel, that so many people have so much self-doubt sometimes. And I love that you were telling these kids not to doubt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And even I was explaining to Yenitza that even though like people would see you and your accomplishments and think that you don't have doubts anymore, we all definitely do. Like for me, I know that when doubt comes up, I tend to pray on it, you know, and I want, God to reveal something to me, and I also check my gut. Like, am I inventing something here? Is it true? Should I be in doubt, or am I just being like this negative talk? How do you deal with doubt?
Yeah, so my thing is that you'll have doubtful thoughts come in. And as soon as that thought comes in, I'm a firm believer in replacing it with a positive, right? So you start to immediately think about your future, because, with the Lord, it's already won. The victory's already won. You already have the victory through him. So what you have to do is just like really focus on what you want to be, and because we're human beings, not doings, right? So it definitely, like, even with this pandemic, that kind of like shows you, like, everybody had to stop what they do, but then now focus on what do you want to be? Who are you being? Are you being kind? Are you being the best father you can be? Are you being the best mother you can be? Are you being a loving, kind, pure person? You know what I mean? And I think that's the thing that we have to go to, like, put every thought, like under the Shark Tank type of thing. Like, like you really got to go, hey, should I be thinking in this way? Is this benefiting me in this way? Hey, Lord, what am I learning in this moment? You know what I mean? That's what I do with every thought as soon as a doubt comes up, because I don't want to make sure, the tongue is powerful. So you want to make sure that you don't get so upset that you end up saying something that stops your progress.
Yeah. And one other thing that I do talk about a lot in my book is creating a vision for your life of where it's going to be. Do you have a vision where you're going to see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in planning. You know what I mean? I love planning. I'm a very creative person, but my wife is like a super planner, and so we plan out everything, like even our days. Cindy Trim, who's a amazing minister and writer, she talks about commanding your morning. So getting up in the morning, and I pray over my entire family and get my day right and put a hedge of protection over them, making sure they're safe, and planning my day. And then even with that, like what you said as well, like looking into the future of the things that you want to do and plan for. But even in that planning, also plan for things to, might come in and switch it up a little bit. So then that way you don't go crazy, because you have some people that's just like, it's so straightforward. And then when something comes in, it's kind of like, okay, like, oh no, my plan is messed up. But it's like, no, the Lord, it still gets you through it. Just because we're believers, it doesn't mean that trouble won't come up. So, but you have to know that the Lord will get you through that trouble through your faith,
100%. Yeah. And with your career, being always on set and working, I thought it was amazing how you're basically working with your best friend. You even had a show, Kenan Kel. So what was that like?
That was amazing. I mean, I grew up on the south side of Chicago, and we came together. It was just amazing. And when I met Kenan, him and my mom just hit it off. Me and him hit it off, and they put us in a whole bunch of different sketches together, and we just kind of saw that spark. And we've been friends ever since, which is like really deep. You know what I mean? It's super cool. Like, we've grown up, we're fathers now, and it's super awesome. Yeah.
Now, with growing up, did you always want to get into acting or comedy? Were you always funny? Like, was that always your thing? You are hilarious.
You are really creative.
Thank you. So my entire family, we love to have fun. So, we're always joking around and stuff like that. But my issue is that I would always do that in class. So that was the problem. So when it was school, I wanted to put on a show. And my mom was a teacher as well. So she was not about that and me doing that. And so they were like, we got to get an outlet for him, something positive for him to do. And that's why I support the arts so much. And I support theater so much, because it literally changed my life. I got into theater and I just fell in love with the art of acting, and working in all these different projects. And I would do drama, I would do comedy, I would do dance. So I just enjoyed it. And I did it ETA Creative Arts Foundation in Chicago, for all the Chicago listeners. That's where I got started in community theater. And then from there, I started doing work downtown at Victory Gardens Theater, Goodman Theater. Then I got noticed by Aria Talent, which now is Ford Models, which is funny because my first gig, I was a model. So that was so I always tell people that I'm always excited about that, but I modeled behind Crunchberry's box. So Captain Crunchberry's box, I was one of the kids on the back with like a high top fade. So that was big for me. I thought I made it, at that point. But then all that came along and that was just great. It was just this sketch comedy show and I could play all these different characters and impersonate and do all this fun stuff. And it was just like an amazing outlet. And just, it's crazy that it's still going on now that we were able to even bring it back in such a big way. And shout out to all the fans because they're the ones that made it happen, bringing them back and everything. Yeah.
And with Good Burger too, before the pandemic, there was like restaurant spin-offs of Good Burger in LA, like pop-ups. They did one of Saved by the Bell, and then they did one of Good Burger. If, I don't know, let's say after the pandemic, if those pop-ups ever come back, would you ever surprise fans and just walk up and take their order and be like, welcome to Good Burger?
Well, check it out. That actually happened because of me. So Derek Barry, who's like an amazing, he does all the pop-up restaurants. So he did the Saved by the Bell pop-up restaurant, and my wife surprised me and took me there. And so, because she knows I'm a big Saved by the Bell fan. So we're there, and fans are like getting autographs and stuff like that. And we're sitting there eating, we're going, man, it needs to be a Good Burger pop-up. We need to do a Good Burger pop-up. And I'm like, yo, we need to talk to the owner. So let's find the owner. So Derek comes out, and he comes to me, and he has his wife there too. And we're just talking back and forth. He's like, dude, we should do a Good Burger pop-up. And I'm like, bro, I was just about to tell you that. And we literally did it. We went and presented it to Nickelodeon. They were all on board, and it was super awesome and blew up, and everyone loved it. It really felt like you walked into Good Burger. So it was just super awesome. So I was there from the start of it, right when they were brick by brick putting all the stuff together, and we were taking it to Chicago next. So shout out to all the Chicago folks. But then COVID hit and we weren't able to do it. But we will do it once this is all over.
Nice. I mean, that would be amazing if you were to come out. Again, like, hey, guys, welcome to Good Burger. People would just love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, we have some CBD products for you that I'm going to be shipping over to you. We have hemp as well. There's a hemp roll-on for pain and inflammation if you work out a lot and you're like, my shoulder's a little sore. Those are good. We have hookahs as well.
I'm a hookah fan.
She loves hookah.
Fanatic.
And they have no nicotine, no tobacco as well. Just pure CBD. And then we have the tinctures as well. But your mother is also in the CBD industry as well, right?
She is. She is all about it. Super, super big. Can I shout her out? I shout her company out.
Of course.
Yeah. Wakana. So it's Ma Better, MABETTER WAKANNA forlife.com. So mabetter.wakanaforlife.com. And it's owned, Black owned. They do it. Super amazing. And it's CBD. She's all about it. She's at classy_lady62 on Instagram. And she's always talking about it, doing videos and all that stuff. So, and she educated me on it because, I was just like, wait. I was like, but she educated me. I was like, okay. And, the medical side of it all, with it definitely helping people and changing lives and helping them through the process and, with sore muscles and all that stuff. So, it's awesome.
Her. Yeah, because now we're so used to just always taking all these pills. And sometimes you might not need that extreme measure. You can just have like a CBD gummy. So I'll send you some vegan CBD gummies. They don't have any gelatin. Or if you're into hookah, does not have any tobacco. It's pretty relaxing. So nice hemp and CBD.
We're also going to send you my book.
Hey.
Getting a lot of goodies.
I was going to ask for that. That's cool.
Yes. I think you'll like it because I do mention miracles. And since you're a man of faith, I know you believe in that. And so enjoy it.
Thank you.
do you see yourself producing any projects of faith or things of that
Yeah.
nature?
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff actually coming up. So my team, we're putting some things together that are super awesome in the entertainment business. I also direct music videos too as well. So I've directed a lot of great like Christian hip hop artists and stuff like that. So I've been in it for a long time. I'm also a youth pastor as well. So it's just it's awesome. It was something that I've always felt the call for years, but it was a thing where it was just like, man, I'm in the entertainment business. How am I going to do both of these? And that was just like something that I would pray about. And one time in my prayer, the Lord spoke to me very loud and clear. It was just like, look, I want you to do this, but I don't want you to leave the entertainment business because they need you to. And with me being in it, I've lost friends within this business from dealing with, stress, mental health, and all these different things that go on. And you would be surprised, like the entertainers that you pray with, and that need that love because and need that trust. So it definitely needs to be in the entertainment business as well. And there's so many great believers in the entertainment business too as well. So yeah, it's been awesome. I've always been in the church. I started off as a stage manager. I was doing that while I was doing all my other work in entertainment because I just wanted to help out in the church. But then that grew even more to me now being a youth pastor as well, while I'm doing everything else that I'm doing as well. Yeah. I feel like I've been through a lot in my life. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot of ups and downs, and it's just a thing of I would be doing my fans a disservice if I didn't tell them how I got through it. If I didn't share the light that the Lord gives me, if I didn't do that, you know what I mean? And so for me, I want to be very transparent. A lot of people are always like, man, you always talking about your faith. You always talking about God, Jesus, you talking about it. I'm like, yes, because I know what he done for me and he can do it for you as well. So it's like a big homie, big brother type of situation where it's like, I'm going to let you know what's happening. I'm going to give you the keys, like DJ Khaled says. Yeah.
What advice would you give someone that's aspiring to be in your position with comedy or acting or wanting to be in the business?
Yeah, okay, so if you really want to be in the business, you got to love it first, because this business, it's going to be some ups and downs. You have to be consistent. You got to look at it like a boxer. You know what I mean? If you love boxing, you're not just going to jump in with Floyd all of a sudden. You're going to go get the proper training and learn every aspect of it and learn when to move, all those different things. So, and the same thing with entertainment, I became a sponge. Like, that's why I said, like, every project I'm on, even though I've been in this business for a long time, I still am ready to learn when I walk on the set from everyone. You know what I mean? And have that respect. And that's why I started working in different fields in entertainment. I write, I direct, I produce, I do all the different things. So I can have a real respect for entertainment where I know it all the way and all around. So main thing is what I would tell people is get the proper wisdom on it and get the proper training on it as well. So then that way, when you can really feel like, do I really want to do this? Because there's so many people that say, hey, I want to be a part of this. And then they get a little piece of it. And then it's like, yo, I'm overwhelmed. I've seen that happen to people. Or you get people that go, oh, I love this. This is what it is. But you got to give it your all so you can really see if that's what it is, Yeah.
Yeah, it's so true because like what you mentioned earlier in our interview, that people would kind of fall in love with the character that you would play, all the various characters you would play. And they would kind of forget that it is a job and you have rigorous hours. It's a different situation, even though in some way you are naturally like charismatic and funny, but you still have to like read a script and follow whatever the director and writers have prepared for you for that day.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of stress in that sense. And it is smart for people to really understand that it's a job and it's a competitive job too, and not to get offended if maybe they pick someone else who's similar or more qualified, and that goes back to your self-doubt. Maybe you might not get the job. It doesn't mean that God doesn't have another plan for you. Or there might be another better opportunity that might fit you better. You just, not to always have that self-doubt hurt you at the end.
Yeah, what is for you is for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to know that what is for you is for you. And, you have to wake up every morning and saying, I'm going to keep my joy no matter what. You know what I mean? No matter what, any difficulties or anything come up, you still keep your joy through it, and know that, God has a plan for you and trust in that. That's what faith is. You got to trust in it. Trust in those things that you don't see. Like in the natural, you're praying on it and you're going like, I haven't seen it yet. But in the spiritual realm, it's moving. It's moving. So if you stop, you're going to stop it. So you got to continue with that faith so that it can get through. That blessing can get through. And then if you go to my Instagram right now, I'm definitely promoting Deliciousness, my new show with Tiffany Amber Thiessen. It's super, super, super fun on MTV. I'm super excited to be a part of that. Yeah.
I'm really excited for that too because Tiffany is really funny and so are you. And that combination is going to be amazing.
Where can we check that out?
We have a blast on that show. It's literally, have you seen the show Ridiculousness?
Yes.
Okay, so it's Deliciousness. So we added food in. So we're just laughing at all the food fails. We've all done it, trying to get a recipe right and trying to get it right, but then you end up messing it up. I've been texting on my phone and messed up the barbecue, because I wasn't looking at it. So we've all done it, and it's just a fun time to laugh together. It premiered on Monday, and we've been doing holiday specials all week to kick off the season of the show. It's been airing every night at 7 p.m. on MTV. Okay. And we're just super, super excited about it. It's a fun time. And me and my wife, we love to cook. My whole entire family love to cook. I'm a bit of a foodie, so this was like right up my alley. We love the Tasty app. I don't know if y'all know about the Tasty app, but we love that.
Nice. Yeah, I saw some of the highlights of it, and there was this pizza, and it literally looked like a chocolate cookie. That's how burned it was. All the pepperonis looked like chocolate chips. It was pretty funny.
Did you do that?
A giant cookie.
Yeah, these people and it's so funny, like people having their camera out, catching all this stuff. I didn't know it was that many food fails out. Like all the videos that we watch are super, super funny. So when we're on the couch laughing, like those are genuine laughs. Like
Nice. Well, thank you so much for your time. We're going to be mailing you some goodies. We have CBD and hemp products from greencaresolutions.com and Hazel's book if you want to show him your amazing book. I love the title of it, From Bounce Checks to Private Jets. It just speaks for itself.
I love that title. Yes. That is awesome.
And Shantel is an entrepreneur herself.
I am. I have a product that I invented, Shoe Gummy. And what it is in a nutshell, it goes on the bottom of a woman's high heel and it makes our high heels more comfortable. So I'm pretty sure your wife has complained about her feet hurting in high heels before. So I would love to send your wife some.
I would love that. Thank you. Man, y'all are cool. Just giving gifts and everything. That's
Merry
awesome.
Christmas.
Right.
Yes.
Before we get out of here, can you please give us a good burger line?
Of course. Okay, I got you. Let's do it. Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Yeah. Green thought. Cool.
I love it so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, thank you so very much for your time, everybody. I'm Yenitza Munoz, and I'm here with my amazing co-hosts,
Shantel Jackson,
Hazel Ortega.
Thank you so much, Kel. And everybody, check out his socials. I love his posts, and I'm so happy for that show, too. It is really fun. You guys have to check it out. Till next time, everyone, this is Green Talk by Green Care Solutions. Adios.